Hello. Do you know what, right? Starting a live stream is always the weirdest bit because you start and there's nobody in the chat, and you never know whether or not to just start talking or whether or not to kind of like kill time on the slide just to wait for people to turn up. But then you're always conscious thinking to yourself, if anyone watches this back, then they're just going to see me doing fuck all at the beginning. So, hello, everybody that is watching live stream tings. We are in a second motherfucking lockdown, my friend. Yeah, can't be arsed with this. Cannot be arsed at all. So, what I am going to do during this lockdown, particularly through the month of November, I think, to try and sort of keep spirits up, is I'm going to try and go live every single day. So if you want to have a chat, if you want to talk to me, then you can do. We'll do this live every day. We'll talk about different things every day, and we'll just do it and see what the fuck happens. See where it goes. I'm so bored being sat at home with nothing to do and nothing to look forward to. I need this. And also, do me a favor, right? Do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, but if you want to do it, then I'm not going to fucking stop you. I don't know why I'm doing a Cockney accent today. So you'll notice that there is a chat feature. You'll also notice that there's a super chat feature. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, feel free to chuck us a super chat. I don't even know how it works. I'm just curious to see what notification I'll get, how it'll work, how it'll look. Again, you don't have to, because Lord knows I'm talking to you for free. I wouldn't piss my my money away on this. But yeah, if you were free, why not? Just see what happens. Let's see if we can get a super chat. So hello to everybody in the chat. Hello to Sean, who says keep your chins up. Chins. How did you know? Will it be 8 o'clock each night? That is with regards to the liveness of this stream every day. I think 8 is a good time, don't you? I think 8 seems about reasonable for something like this. I guess I'll tinker with it, and if it ends up being later, then it ends up being later. What I can do is I can schedule live streams so you can see what time they'll be, and that I can do that on my YouTube channel. But I'll try and aim for 8 o'clock every night. Don't have Patreon or PayPal. That's fine. I don't know how super chats work. I think that you might be able to just do it. You know, who knows? Fuck it. Let's have a chat. Hello to all the people that are watching. If you are watching this and you want to get involved, then that is literally what the chat is for. We'll have a good old natter. How's your bonfire night going? Probably wasn't the best idea in the world to start a new live project at 8 o'clock on fucking bonfire night. Oh, we got ourselves a super chat. Oh, shit, son. Sean, what are you doing to me, girl? You're spoiling me. Oh, my days, Sean. Thank you ever so much for donating. Sean's chucked us a cheeky $5, so she has. It's lovely. Yeah, it just pops up on the screen. How nice is that? Oh, I got a little buzz in me willy. Thank you ever so much for that, Sean. That is appreciated. I am going to be doing another month without gigs. Hooray! Lockdown 2. Lockdown 2. It sounds like a film now, doesn't it? Lockdown 2. Harder, faster. Lockdown 3. This time it's personal. Yeah, lockdown has got me by the balls. We're not going to be working. Here's the thing, right? And I'm going to talk to you very quickly about this, and then I promise I'll talk to you about Bonfire Night. If you want to get involved in the chat, then by all means, hit me up in the chat. I'll very quickly talk about this first, and then we'll go in the chat. We'll talk about Bonfire Night, whatever you want. Right. So here's the thing, right? So obviously, as a comedian, lost loads of money, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you don't give a shit about me talking about that by now, right? Here's the thing, though, is comedians make pure dollar in December. That is our big month. December is, because we get all the Christmas parties, don't we, right? So in December last year, I made as much as I made in like September, October, and November combined. It's a huge fucking month. So if I lose November because there's no gigs, I'm like, whatever, I've lost loads of months, who cares? If I lose December, it's like, oh, that stings like a motherfucker. Because obviously, as you know, as self-employed people know, you don't just get like solid fucking, a set income every month. Sometimes, like December, you'll have crazy months where you're working every night, you earn shitloads. Some months, like January, fuck all happens in January. Everybody's saving the money, so you don't make as much. So yeah, if December shuts, then I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. So I'm really hoping that we are back by then. I've just coughed and Jay Zeno says Corona. Oh, mate, that's a story for tomorrow, but I do have a fucking story about that. Let's check the chats. Matt Trustain says fireworks are pissing me off. Where is the rain when you need it? Mate, it is. Right, so here's the thing. Fine. I'm one of those people. Look, I've got a dog, right? And I've got a Jack Russell as well. So if you know anything about Jack Russells, and if he starts fucking barking, by the way, that's him. If you know anything about Jack Russells, they are territorial animals. Whenever it's, there's a knock on the door or anything like that, it is, like World War III's happening. And obviously it's fireworks night. People are going to want to set off fireworks. I don't mind, because as far as I'm concerned, my fucking dog yaps 365 days of the year. If you want to fucking set off a grenade in your garden once a year, then fucking go for it. That's a happy trade-off as far as I'm concerned as a dog owner. And I know there's not many dog owners that will think that, right? So I don't mind the fireworks, but holy shit, are some people taking the piss this year? Because I swear to God, 2 doors down from here have got themselves a fucking rocket launcher. It's it's like being in fucking Helmand province. It's just, I went out before, right? I came back and it was about 6:30. I locked my car. I went to go into the house, and I heard this bang. And I thought, because as well, 2 days ago, it was like the news just released, like the terror threat in the UK has increased from highly likely to incredibly severe. I was like, fuck, holy shit. Fucking militants are bombing Ormsk. It was so, there wasn't even like, I thought with fireworks were meant to go, phew, phew, and then they were meant to go, oh, colour. These fireworks aren't doing that. There's no colour. It's just a fucking explosion. Every once in a while you just hear bang, and then that's it. So yeah, they're kind of taking the piss this year. Whatever happened to like fireworks that were a little bit loud but had lots of pretty colours? Now it's just fucking explosions. No colours at all. Like an atom bomb. I feel like I'm living in fucking Hiroshima in the 1940s. Hiroshima in specifically 1945. I don't imagine Hiroshima in 1946 was a loud place to be. Don't imagine it was a party capital. Let's see. Craig Wignall on the chat says, yo, Freddie, enjoyed your chat on Have a Word, class episode. Yes, fantastic. Thank you ever so much for that, by the way. For those of you that don't know what Craig is talking about, I went on a podcast done by a few friends of mine. It's called the Have a Word podcast. It's available on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you get your podcasts. And you can watch it on YouTube as well. I went on there as a guest because Adam and Dan are really good friends of mine, and we had a really lovely episode. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I will be going on again there soon. Let's see. Sean says, have you got him quiet tonight? Yeah, I gave him a little bit of cannabis just to calm my dog down. Sean says a civil war started in America, World War III started in Europe. And Primal Colin on YouTube says, howdy, and a little cowboy thing. Holy shit. Yeah, let's quickly talk about the American elections. And I got myself a little fucking Budweiser to talk about Biden and Trump. Okay, so here's the thing, right, with the American elections, right? I've got a lot of friends on Facebook who are comedians who are naturally quite sort of left-leaning and stuff like that, which is fine. So am I in a way, but they take politics way more seriously than I do. The amount of people that were like, "Hey guys, who's staying up to watch the election?" It's like, not fucking me. I don't stay up till 5 a.m. to watch UFC fights. I'm not staying up till fucking. I'm not staying up all night to see which old white man is in charge of me for the next 5 years. Just don't really give a shit. Do you know what? I find it amazing, to be honest. And again, I'm not really political, especially with US politics. So if I'm talking shit, I'm talking shit. But I find it amazing that after everything that Trump has done, and he's done a fucking lot, hasn't he? I find it amazing that it's still as close as it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were running a race against a guy who like was asleep when the race started and stopped halfway to have a shit and was pissed at the time, and it came down to like a neck and neck finish between who won, you or him, you'd be pretty pissed off with the race that you run, surely. Or is that just me? Let's have a look here at some of these comments. Talking back about them fireworks, Sean says, try having them going off on road under your flat that's on stilts. They're the intimate noisy bar stewards. The intimate noisy bar stewards sounds like an indie band. Hello, we are the intimate noisy bar stewards, and we are going to be playing our new song, Catherine Wheel. Yeah, I feel sorry for you a little bit, to be honest with you. She says, I'm an insomniac, even I can't stay awake for the whole this election day. Oh, we're talking about the election now. Yeah, I feel sorry for I feel sorry for people who've got like young kids and stuff like that. There's a lot of people in a lot of local community forums that always kick off at this time of year. Do you know what I mean? They go, I just can't believe it. Somebody in my village is having a party. Oh, I've got a beagle and he's terrified. It's like, gives a fuck. Look, I'm not being funny, but there's loads of stuff out there. There's fucking medications. There's them little fucking earmuff things. Like, there's music and stuff. Like, you knew that this day was coming. Just mitigate for it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Craig Wignall says, didn't realise you are from Burscough until I watched that. I'm from Burscough too. He's talking about the podcast there. I'm not from Burscough. I live there. I own a flat there. But at the moment, I'm in Ormskirk, which is just down the road. While my flat gets fixed because it's flooded. Colin, Primal Colin says, I've loved the coverage showing that regardless of the hideous man Trump, they still support him. Cognitive dissonance, mate. So here's the thing, right? And again, I hadn't said that I was going to talk about politics tonight. I had initially, I should say, wanted to talk about fireworks and shit. You can probably hear my dog kicking off. Let me just say this, though. I will be so happy when politics stops being about the cult of personality. And what I mean by that is at the moment, you look at who we fucking are electing, we seem to be... I remember a time when whoever was going to be president or prime minister was the kid that was head boy at school. Do you know what I mean? Always well-to-do, always very nice, always did his own work, good lad type thing. That was who grew up to be prime minister. But now it's like they just get whoever's the most entertaining. There's nothing about like whether or not they can do the job or whether or not it's going to work in any way. It's just, they seem like a laugh. Fuck it, Well, they can't run the country, but at least I'm not going to be bored for the next 4 years. It's terrifying because Once you're in the middle of an actual pandemic, once shit kicks off and you've got a clown in charge because you thought it'd be funny to vote for him because he said some funny things and stuff, it's scary. I'm going to vote the next person, honestly, and I'm not really a political guy. I am going to vote for the most boring person I can find as the next prime minister. Literally the most boring person. As soon as the person makes me laugh or like cracks a joke or a smile, they're out. I want boring, plain, fucking John Major levels of beige. That's what I fucking want from the next prime minister. Oh, you won't hear a peep out of them for 4 years, but you'll fucking know that they're busy working the tits off every night. And that's what you want at the end of the day, innit? Let's check out some of these comments. Primal Colin says he's watching this in the bath. Hello, cheeky. It wasn't a bubble bath when I started. Sean says it'd be okay if the fireworks only went off at certain times or days, not randomly for 2 months. Yeah, I totally agree with that as well, right? If you are setting off fireworks on Bonfire Night, then that is acceptable. If you are setting them off the day before Bonfire Night, then it's only acceptable if Bonfire Night is at a week, like not on a weekend and the day before is. So like if Bonfire Night's on like Monday and you're setting it off on Sunday, yeah, all right, okay, I'll go with that. But if you're setting it off, like anybody who's setting off fireworks tomorrow, lunatic. The time has gone. You might as well be putting up your fucking Halloween decorations. You might as well be celebrating Easter. To me, anybody who has a firework party tomorrow is as weird as if they started like eating an Easter egg in the middle of November. Just like it's the wrong time. This is the time for fireworks. Yesterday, maybe if it's a weekend thing. Any other time, you're a fucking weirdo. I think as well, by the way, I think that Bonfire Night is massively overrated. I don't get it. I never have got right. For a start, I think that when you look back at the Bonfire Nights in history that you've had, I reckon that you have enjoyed 3, maybe 4. And most of the time that was as a little kid. As an adult, you're fucking freezing. The weather's always shit. It's always rainy. There's mud fucking everywhere. And look, how many really great fireworks displays do you see? Not many. Most of the time, it's just a local park and it's some fucking pyrotechnic nutter, some arsonist who's gone, well, I've got 300 quid worth of fireworks here and I'm going to set them all off in 12 seconds. And it's just an explosion that you've waited all evening for. Sometimes they're really good. Like, for example, I saw the musical firework championships at Southport one year, and it was fucking amazing because they'd set fireworks to music. It was really good. A lot of thought had gone into it. But your average park display is fucking weak. It's rubbish. The displays that you do in your back garden are even worse. They're no fun at all. The only reason that they are fun is because there is a chance that your friend might blow his or her face off setting a firework alight, and secretly you want to know how that pans out. That's what it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, food at Bonfire Night isn't great. Fucking toffee apples, not nice. Because you want to bite into it like an apple, but then you have the of a toffee. Bonfire toffee is fucking horrible. It's like eating pebbles. Spicy pebbles. That's what bonfire toffee is. It's grotesque. So yeah, I don't get it. I really don't understand why we're still doing this. And have you ever, right, here's the thing, have you ever tried to explain Bonfire Night to somebody that isn't from the UK? It's just impossible. Try explaining Bonfire Night to an American. Being like, oh yeah, so basically a few hundred years ago, this guy tried to blow up Parliament, but they caught him, and so we sort of celebrate every year. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't. Like, there's been. I mean, are we celebrating? I always thought that we were celebrating the fact that he tried. Like, I never thought that we were celebrating the fact that he got caught. I always thought it was like, oh, good on Guy Fawkes for giving it a go, for living the working class dream and trying to blow up our fucking capitalist overlords. As Sean says, are you going to use lockdown to practice panto work? Oh, dear God, no. I mean, that's one thing that can... I'm more than happy for theatres to say shut, so we don't have to do fucking pantomimes. Jesus fucking Christ above. Fuck that shit for a fiver. Yeah, and Sean agrees with me. We celebrate a guy who tried to blow up Parliament by blowing him on a bonfire. I don't get it. Like I say, I always thought that we were celebrating the fact that he tried to blow some shit up. I don't get like when was the last time as well that you saw bonfire and actually a guy on the bonfire? I never see that. That's meant to be like tradition, isn't it? Or like penny for the guy. That doesn't fucking happen anymore, does it? Like, when I was a kid, there were little fucking scroats, penny for the guy, and they'd dress a fucking bin up in the dad's fucking underpants or whatever. Penny for the guy. And, oh, fuck it, there's a penny. You don't see that shit anymore, do you? Penny for the guy has gone. I don't know, I just think it's one of those traditions, right, that is... Maybe it's because it's overshadowed by how fucking class... thingamajiggers at Halloween, because Halloween is a right humdinger, and that's like what 5 days before, and so everyone fucking gets the rocks off on Halloween. Everyone enjoys dressing up and getting pissed and having those Halloween is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, and every year people are going, fuck Bonfire Night. I think it's on its way out. I still don't know. I don't know that anybody that prefers Bonfire Night to Halloween. That's just me. I don't know. Primal Collins says, our replacement for Festival of Lights. I don't know what the Festival of Lights is. What is that? Is that Diwali or some shit? I don't know. I thought we were celebrating being rebellious towards the government democracy when I was a kid. I still did think that up until right now. Hello, all the people, by the way, that are watching these things. Get involved with us on the channel. Get involved, have a chat, send us a super chat. It gives me a tingly feeling in me willy. We're going to be doing these every week, so every day, because I think they're fun. I don't know how long we'll do them for, but we'll just have a chat. And if you want to be kept, abreast of what's going on, then by all means, please do click subscribe. Subscribe for the to the YouTube channel. We've got loads of stuff coming out soon. We've got a new stand-up video coming out on Sunday, a new episode of The New Normal. It was filmed. Where was it filmed? It was filmed in a back garden in Chorley. It was fucking lovely. And it also features me trying to kidnap some puppies. Puppy nap. Let's see. Primal Collins says, yes, so I think I'm right when I say that Festival of Light is Diwali. Look at me feeling all cultured, smashing my GCSE in RE. Richard Sloman says, hello, Freddie. Hello, Richard Sloman. JM says, I've never seen parking outside of a bonfire party. Where does it come from? Parking is in the little fucking toffee stuff. I've no idea. Oh, Sean's giving me a quid. Bless your heart, Sean. Thank you so much. It's keeping me in Willy Tingle for you. She's just giving me £1 just to see if I have a Willy Tingle. Do you know what? This has turned very quickly into the shittest OnlyFans account on YouTube. I feel like one of them strippers. Give me a month with no fucking furlough and I'll be moistening my tits with lubrication and shit. Let's find out, James. Let's find out where parking comes from. Where does parking come from? It's a gingerbread cake with oatmeal and black treacle, which originated in Northern England, often associated with Yorkshire, particularly the Leeds area. It's very widespread and popular elsewhere, notably in Lancashire. Yeah, I could remember like my gran making parking. And it being fucking horrible, like proper old lady, like gingery bitter. Would you like some cake that I've made? And me thinking, oh, brilliant, she's made a Victoria sponge. And then you look and you have this dry fucking orange bit of fanny crust. It was bloody awful. Matt Trustain says, if £1 gives you a willy tingle, what will £500 make you do? Donate and find out, Matt. I'll probably just jizz everywhere, I think, and just, yeah, by all means, send us a super chat, Matt, and we will find out together what £500 makes me do. For £500, I'll vote for the Tories, mate. Oh, man. So, yeah, look at everyone now. We're all like, I'm trying to carry on with the conversation, but we're all like, is he going to donate 500 quid to little old me? Oh, what can we do with that money? What would you do with 500 quid right now? I'll tell you what I'd do. I would use that money to reskill for a job in cybersecurity as per the government's measures. Or would I fuck? Budweiser is an underrated beer, fact. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this, to be honest with you. We've got ourselves a nice little audience here. Let's do it. Let's do it every day. Let's do it every day and see what happens. Sean says, I'd get a willy tingle too if I got a £500 super chat, which is amazing because Sean doesn't even have a willy. That's what a £500 super chat does. It makes women grow willies and then tingle, and then they have to spend the rest of their life poking out of every skirt. Yeah. Do you know what? It's weird. I don't know what it's like round everyone else's end, but round my end at the moment, the fireworks seem to have stopped. It was kicking off massively at about 6 o'clock till 7:30. That was like peak firework time. But now it seems to have calmed down substantially. Please let me know, what are the fireworks round your end? And who else agrees with me, by the way, that fireworks are fucking overrated? They're not even really. Fireworks are maybe 98% waiting and 2% enjoyment. Most of the time, you're just waiting for the firework like that. And then you see it and it goes, pew, and you go, oh, yeah, that was nice. That was like blue. And then you just wait for the next one. I don't know. It just, do you know what? I can imagine how if you're a kid, you're like, here's the thing as well. Sparklers, right? When you're a kid, sparklers are the fucking shit. Sparklers are amazing. They're like the most fun toy, you know. But as you get older, you kind of realize, like, once you've done a sparkler once you've fucking, like, put your name, done a cock and balls. That's it. You're done. And then you just fireworks do go on for way too. So sparklers do go on for way too long as well, because there is a moment when you finish with the sparkler and it's just like that, and you're just waiting. And you're just waiting for it. Like, I'm done with this. I've written my name. I've done a cock. I've written my name in a different font. I've done a bigger cock. Jizzing. I'm done with it. I'm done. Here's what I've just had a thought, right? If you were a terrorist, right, and you wanted to get away with it, right, is there or is there not a better time to do it than Bonfire Night? Because you blow something up and everyone goes, oh, bloody hell, they're taking the piss around here. Nobody fucking checks. Surely Surely it's the best time if you want to get away with some shit. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas here. Matt, with regards to his Matt, the £500 super chat says, I don't get paid till tomorrow. That's all right, mate. I will come back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. I said we're doing it every day, aren't we? So I'll come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. and we can totally see. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I've not been paid in 8 months. Domino MC says Lytham fireworks suddenly stopped. Very strange. Ooh, but right, I see what you mean. But the thing is, though, is fireworks do tend to just normally stop. Like they do, don't they? That's the thing with fireworks. They just end. Like there's never like an ending credit scene where it's like thank you, where it's like thank you, goodbye, and they just fucking cut off or anything. It's always like fireworks just end, I think, don't they? I don't know. How do fireworks end? Sean says fireworks are still going on where she is in her house with stilts. Matt says he'll be leathered tomorrow, so there'll be more of a chance of him donating me 500 quid. Mate, I mean, look, I'm not expecting you to donate me 500 quid. Come on now, let's be realistic. 400, fine. 300, if you must. 500 if you're a man of your word. But, any of those other things will also be okay. Just subscribe to the channel. We'll be happy with a subscription. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Here's a fucking question. I have never in my life set off a firework. There you go. I don't know what it is. I'm not against it, but I don't seek out that opportunity in my life. Like there's always, in every fireworks party that I have been to, there's always been somebody who's been super keen to set off the fireworks. And I've been like, yeah, fuck it. Let's, I'm going to have just as much fun watching you potentially get burnt. Like... Maybe just me. I don't know. Primal Colin on YouTube says, like barbecue, it's a man's job. That is, that there is something to be said by that, Colin, in sort of, without wanting to sound like Bernard Manning over here. Why is it you never get Pilates, you never get women doing fireworks, do you? Going old Jim Davidson. There is something in that it is usually a guy thing to do the fireworks. I think it's because men need the masculine security of being like, fire, big bang, I made big bang. I did big bang with man tools. Do you know what I mean? It's a caveman shit thing. And also as well, women typically have longer hair than men. And when it comes to something like long hair, I am not an expert. However, I imagine that what with fire and projectiles, it's probably not the best place to have a fucking weave. So yeah, I just imagine women are a lot more secure in themselves than men, though. They don't need that shit to like feel like a woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, Corona. Like they don't need to be like, oh, I just have to be the one that sets off the biggest firework, otherwise I'll feel less like a lady. They're just more chilled out. They're more mature. Yeah, I've never needed firework. Like I've never really been asked about it. They're fine to watch. Do you know what it is as well? Is when you're a kid, right? They do scare the shit out of you with fireworks stuff. Like the amount of propaganda that schools push into your face when you're a kid, you'd be forgiven for thinking that every single fucking firework ends up in like death. Do you know what I mean? Or like somebody walking around the rest of their lives looking like Two-Face from Batman. Wow, this is great, this tonight, by the way. 8 o'clock seems like a good time. We've got a nice little audience. We've got loads of people chatting. This is working. It's fucking working, though, lads. Let's do it. Let's grow the channel together. I'm going to go live every single day during lockdown until December, because if lockdown carries on past December, I'll be fucking bored by then. I'll be uploading other videos in the time being as well. So in October, I kind of went fucking video uploading mental in October, and I sort of upload just about everything. The reason that I did that is because you need to kind of trick the YouTube algorithms into thinking that the channel is putting content out again, so it'll start recommending it to other people. But now I'm trying to concentrate on 1 or 2 videos a week. So if you do subscribe and click the notifications bell, you're not going to be hampered by absolute bullshit. Sean said, I shared your last post in 4 or 5 select private groups earlier too. Sean, you little superstar, what would I do without you, girl? Primal Collins says the Freddie Quinn experience. Sounds like a hand job you get in a brothel. Lena DeBono says, are fireworks essential items? That is a bloody good question, Lena. Sean, how are they getting hold of fireworks in Wales? Surely not. Like you've seen what happens. Like, I saw a thing in Wales where a woman was refused a fucking fanny pad. She was refused fucking tampons or whatever. She was on a period. She was refused tampons because they're not an essential item. Mate, like, what about tampons screams luxury? Do you know what I mean? Like I've never seen a woman with a box of sanitary pads and thought, oh, hey, big spender. Someone's treating themselves to a luxury that they don't need. I mean, here's the thing. Here's how you know that sanitary pads are an essential item. Because if women didn't bleed, then they wouldn't fucking still buy them. You know what I mean? There you go. So, Tesco got a bollocking on First Minister's press conference for that. As well, they bloody should. But how are they selling fireworks? Oh, no, ladies. No. Ladies. You can't have fanny pads. Absolutely not. If you are suffering from a heavy flow, might I recommend this fucking bottle rocket? Just comes with a little applicator. Oh my God almighty. I feel like I'm gonna get cancelled from my own fucking stream at this rate. Holy shit. Hello to all the people that are watching. If you're watching this for the first time, I am gonna be doing this throughout lockdown 2.0. This time it's personal. So please, by all means, subscribe to the channel and click the notifications bell, because you'll get to see more of this amazing content. We're going to have a chat every night. We're going to have a drink. We're going to talk about all sorts of bullshit. And we're just going to see where it goes. And eventually, we are going to put enough peer pressure on someone to do a £500 super chat. Oh, my God. How's everyone else's lockdown going? Is anyone right? And here's the thing, because we've got a fairly sizable audience now of, going on 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, going fluctuating, as it were. And hello to everybody watching. Is anyone a genuine fan of Bonfire Night? I'm not saying like take it or leave it. I'm saying, is anyone like, oh, Bonfire Night, like you look forward to it on the same level that you look forward to like a birthday or something like that? Because for me, when it comes to like the hierarchy of like special days, I think it goes Christmas, New Year, Halloween, Easter, and then just about fucking every bank holiday, and then Bonfire Night. I think it's so low down the list of things. Honestly, it goes Bonfire Night and then Lent. That's how shit Bonfire Night is. It's on a par with fucking Lent, and I don't even know what Lent is. That's how bad it is. Lena says she's not a fan. No, she says. I'm saying Lena like it's a woman. It might be a bloke. I don't know. Sean A says, as a family experience with small children, that's about it. Yeah, it is pretty good when you've got children aged between 6 and 10, I'd say. After that, once they hit secondary school, I think they become a bit cool for it. They want to go with their friends. And even then, they're not really asked about the fireworks. They're more asked about just spending time with their friends. Any younger than 6, and it just scares the shit out of them. Do you know what I mean? They get like weird fucking crawling and crying in a corner like a bloody soldier with PTSD or some shit. Primal Colin 2 has said, firework abuse has spoiled Bonfire Night. Yeah, we spoke about this briefly before. The fact that fireworks back in the day, like back when technology wasn't what it is now, fireworks back in the day was literally like a whistle and some bright colours. And now it's like literally fucking Armageddon. You think that a fucking army's invading your house. It has started to take the piss. And I think as well, what with people selling stuff online and stuff like that, the regulations just isn't there, and you get some stuff that you could declare an act of bloody terrorism with some of the shit that they sell over the counter nowadays. Sean says Halloween is my favourite holiday. What, even more so than Christmas? That is mad. Serrano Comedy says, having dogs all my life, Bonfire Night is just spent making sure they don't die of a panic attack. There is that, by the way. I mean, there is that as well. If you've got nervous dogs, then they're fucked, aren't they? I mean, I always think, like, with my dogs and shit, like, I know that it's coming. Do you know what I mean? So, so I always try and, like, knacker them out, you know, and hopefully deal with it that way. Rich Sloman says, you should look forward to the professional shows, but as Colin says, the rats letting them off every bloody year has ruined it. Yeah. Dude, like if you go to a professional show, like I went to Southport's musical firework championships. They have it every year, and it's one of the biggest musical firework events in the country. And I was a skeptic. I've been twice, and both times I've been like, holy fuck, that's amazing. And it's like anything, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not really a fan of juggling. I think juggling's a bit bollocks, to be honest with you. Oh, look what I can do. Give a fuck. But when you see like some of the best people in the world juggling shit, you're like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And it's the same with fireworks. Like I was watching one that was coordinated to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. And it was like fucking Don't Stop Me Now. Do you know what I mean? And it was just the most amazing thing. And something like that pales in comparison compared to fucking your uncle, you know, setting off Roman candles in his fucking 2-bed semi. Primal Colin says, out with my mates in the dark was cool when I was young. Yeah, there's that, isn't there? It's more just hanging around with your mates, isn't it? Once you get to a certain age, and they couldn't be asked whether or not fucking fireworks were on or anything. Serrano Comedy says it's weird to celebrate a plan which failed. It's like celebrating the birth of a sperm that ended up in a sock. I mean, to be fair, I would celebrate that. For me, that's something to celebrate. Sean says Freddie has a cure for that. Got a CBD shop in this Welsh Valley town that does CBD for animals too. Can you really get CBD for animals? That's fucking incredible if you can. Holy shit. Primal Colin says chainsaw juggling. Yeah, shit like that is good. But do you know what I mean? Like you 3 balls. Boring, man. Rich says New Year displays in London were always good. Yeah, because they get the best people. It's like anything else. When you get the best people to do it, then it looks class. But when you just get some random fucking neighbour to do it, it's just dog shit, isn't it? And also as well, I didn't know this, but they're fucking expensive, man. They're expensive, our fireworks. I thought that it was like, you know, like £1 a pop or something like that. It's fucking, it's dear shit, man. And there's the pressure to do, especially if you do it yearly, you've got to better yourself every year, haven't you? You've Got to spend more and more money. Braden Wood says, you again to you, Braden Wood. Yeah, we are talking about whether or not fireworks Bonfire Night is good or whether or not it is overrated. And our fucking FDD the best says, are you going to show some fireworks? Are you going to show some fireworks from your back garden? No, mate, I'm not. I'm not going to show any from my back garden because I'm not doing any because I'm 32 and I've just got fucking FDD the best says, please. I don't know what you want from me, mate. I don't have any. I don't have any. I've not come on here just to show you my fireworks. I've come on here to fucking have a chat and a moan about them. You're not old, says FDD. I fucking am, mate. I'm 32 now. Do you know what? I'm that old now that when there's a bang, I look outside of the window and who's that? What's going on? I'll tell you how old I am. I'm obsessed with when the bins go out. Didn't give a shit when I was in my 20s, but now if I miss bin day, holy shit, someone's going to pay for that. Sean says for £500 super chat, he will do a sparkler display from his willy. Mate, for a £500 super chat, I will let a bottle rocket out of my anus like Steve-O in Jackass. I am a stand-up comic that hasn't worked in 8 months. And for 500 quid, I have to lower my standards. Yeah, man. So hello to everybody that is that's watching this. If you haven't already, make sure that you click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel because we're going to be going live every single day during lockdown, hopefully. And I say hopefully because there is a fair to middling chance that I will do several shows and then fuck it off as I get bored. Let's be fair, that's always a chance. But this has been loads of fun. And if there's more people like this doing it, we'll try and do it at 8 o'clock every day. But I'll try and schedule them so you can see exactly when they're going to be. Primal Colin 2 on YouTube says, how long does it take for you to get money for your content on YouTube? Well, I'll answer this question. Fuck it. So basically, in order to monetize your channel on YouTube, you need to do a few things. You need to get at least 1,000 subscribers, and you need to get 4,000 hours of watch content a year. So basically, however long it takes you to do those things, and it can take fucking ages because they're not easy things to do. Even though 1,000 doesn't seem like a lot, it's actually a fucking annoying amount. And then what happens is you have to set up a AdSense account, as it were, that connects all the way to Google. It's quite easy to do, but you get paid every month, providing that you hit a minimum of £100. So once you get £100 at the end of that month, then you get paid out and stuff like that. I mean, this month was my first month on YouTube. And I think like first month monetized on YouTube and trying to take it seriously. And I made 15 quid, not even that, like 13 quid, which isn't a lot of money. But for me personally, it's not necessarily about making money. It's about being able to grow the channel and stuff like that, which is why you should bloody subscribe. Sean sent me another £1 for another Willy Tingle. There we go. We're getting there. Yeah, but the more people that subscribe, the more people that watch, the more people that do stuff like this, then I will keep doing it, because at the end of the day, all I'm thinking about is coming out of 2020, coming into 2021, when comedy is back. Can I have an audience ready? Can I have loads of content that I can give to these people for free? And hopefully, if I do that, if I have loads of people watching my stand-up and enjoying it, then regardless of whether or not they are rich people or whether or not they don't have any money to give, couldn't give a fuck. I'm more than happy with that. Don't know why I kept doing that with my hand. Kind of added a weird little Primal Colin says, we've got two people here. We've got Sean and we've got Mike C, both picking up on me saying that I'm coming out. Me saying I'm coming out and doing this probably wasn't a great look. Mike says, did you just say all you care about is coming out? I'm very proud of you. Mate, if I came out, it would be the biggest surprise in history. Because, I mean, I'm not one for stereotypes necessarily, but I mean, you know, oh, God. So, Video Noble says, how you doing, mate? Just joined. Hello, Video. We are talking about whether or not fireworks are good or whether or not Bonfire Night is a load of bollocks. And so far, we have decided that it's a load of fucking bullshit. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is Bonfire Night decent or is it overrated, overhyped bullshit? Graham Hargreaves says, sorry, I've just dropped a bottle. Graham Hargreaves says, you mentioned 4,000 hours a year. That's over 10 hours a day. Yeah, exactly. You're right. But the thing is the 4,000 hours worth of content, that's the hardest metric to hit, quite frankly. And the thing is as well is it resets itself every year. So every 365 days, it resets. And so you've got to fucking keep on top of your content. But like, for example, everybody that's watched this is helping me, Graham, towards my 4,000 hours of content and stuff. And I think it depends on what sort of stuff that you put out there. It's also why a lot of YouTubers put out clips that are like over 10 minutes long. Do you ever see that thing, right? When YouTubers genuinely make a YouTube video last fucking forever, because you like the videos like fucking how to make pasta fucking sauce or whatever, and rather than just starting the video and being like, right, okay, you're gonna need tomatoes, this, that, the other. You know, it's always somebody, hey guys, what is going on? My name is Jizzle B fucking Hoodle Tots, and today I am going to be showing you how to make pasta sauce. I first ate this pasta sauce way back in 2007 when I was on a trip to Italy with my friend and my uncle, and it's like, shut the fuck up and just show me how to make this goddamn sauce, you motherfucker. That's why they do it, because they need those 4,000 hours. And also, if your video is longer than 10 minutes, you get to put ads in the middle, which can technically double your revenue. Right, boredom over. Hossein Hossein says, do you know what? I do this all the time. I smashed the word Hossein and then I went straight for the surname and I was overconfident. Hossein says, oh my God, you're hilarious. Thank you ever so much, Hossein. If I am incredibly funny, then please send me a super chat. Please send us a super chat if you want. But if you don't want to do that, then subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be doing chats like this every single day during lockdown. And I'd like for you to become a regular on this. Let's quickly read some of them comments. Wayne Woodley says, I first came and see you in Bradford with Adam. Holy shit, that must have been about 5 years ago. It's been a long time since I played Bradford, and it's a shame because it's a fucking great place to go, is Bradford. I'm a big fan. Bradford is home to many of the most fucking amazing Indian restaurants in the fucking country. It's underrated. Sean says, you'd be a bear in the gay community because I'm big and hairy. Matt Trustin says he hates moths. Moths can fuck off. I don't remember mentioning moths, but I'm with you on that. Moths can fuck off. They're like ghosts of butterflies. Primal Collins says the prostitute crowd work at Hellfire was amazing, by the way. Hot Water, thank you ever so much, man. Yeah, that was a prostitute in the front row. If you want to check out my crowd work of me talking to a prostitute in the front row, type in Freddie Quinn, Deborah the prostitute, and that'll bring the video up. That was loads of fun. She was lovely. Mike C says, Bonfire Night is like sex. Unless you do it properly, what's the fucking point? Yeah, and sometimes you don't really want to do it, but you just do it anyway, because otherwise the missus will be in a bad mood. Oh, go on, we'll have a party. I'm too tired. I've got a head. Sorry, I can't have a bonfire night. I've got a headache. Colin says making viral if COVID isn't already. Sean says 5 of us watching for an hour each gives you 5 hours towards your yearly goal, though. Yeah, that's exactly it. And Graham says cheers for explaining it. So the thing is you know, with YouTube and stuff like that, you just sort of learn as you go. And I'm still learning and shit like that. And it's a fun process to be able to do. But the main thing for me is just to be able to chat to people like this. Holy fuck, I miss talking to audiences and stuff. It's a right laugh. But yeah, it's not easy to make money out of YouTube, which is why really only the absolute creme de la creme can make serious dollar. If you are I always thought that, to be honest with you, like kids and stuff, like I want to be a YouTuber. It's like, oh, get a fucking degree. Do you know what I mean? But actually, it's dead hard. But it's something that you should absolutely, like, if your kids are like, I want to be a YouTuber, you should fucking encourage them, quite frankly, because for a start, it teaches them about technology. Secondly, it makes them more confident because you have to be confident doing this. But also, it teaches them about graft. It's like fucking learning a musical instrument. You've got to hammer yourself away at it. Oh, shit. Just when I thought that we were out of fireworks, we have just started kicking off again. This is an interesting development. Hossin says he's subscribing for sure, mate. Thank you ever so much, Hossin, my bro. Sean says if you want to tingle the willy of a bear who's just coming out of the closet, send a super chat. Sounds like an extra service they'd offer you at Chester Zoo. And Serrano says with regards to Bonfire Night, it's like sex and you do it just so it's nice for the kids to watch. Gives the kids something to hold. Primal Collins says out of bath, so shared the link on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you ever so much, man. And thank you to everybody that's watching, that has shared, that has chatted, that has sent a little super chat. We're having a right laugh. I'm halfway through my beer. We've had a couple of little super chats, super little willy tingles, which is always great. You know, keep them coming in. Send us some super chats over. Lord knows you'll be funding me more than the fucking government is. But also subscribe to the channel. We'll do this. You know, we'll do it daily. I'm going to call it at 9 o'clock probably because we'll have been doing it for an hour then. And then other than that, make sure that you click the notification bell. We'll do another one of these tomorrow. I'll tell you what I want to talk about tomorrow. So either we'll talk about Donald Trump, Joe Biden, depending on whether or not he's got the US presidential election backed up, or possibly I will also have my COVID test back. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I went for a COVID test. There is a whole fucking story behind it. There's a whole fucking thing behind the test and stuff, and we'll talk about that. So it's either going to be Trump and Biden or my COVID test, which, by the way, I have no idea whether or not it's positive or not. I've been locking down just in case, even though I feel absolutely fine. I made sure, by the way, this is probably me being an alcoholic, but I thought it was a great idea. I made sure to get a shitload of alcohol before I went for the test, because I was like, if I'm going to have to lock down, I want to make sure that I can get pissed. Like, I'm not doing quarantine sober. What do you think I am, a political prisoner? Fuck that shit for a laugh. So, yeah, thank you to everybody that has donated. Oh, Sean, again with £2. Again, another little willy tingle. Oh, and a little blushing avocado that goes along with it. Is that an avocado or is that a pear? I don't know. Thank you ever so much again, Sean, for donating. It's very kind of you. If any of the rest of you want to pull your bloody fingers out, then by all means, send us some stuff so you can help this going. But also, just click subscribe. Click yourself subscribe. Click on the notifications bell. We're going to be doing this every night. Bets, by the way. Bets on how long I can keep this shit going for. Bets on how long. Rory Davis says, I've tapped in Bonfire Night live and now I'm in here. Hello, room. Hiya, mate. You all right? How do you say your name? Is it Ruari? Oh, it's Rory. Oh, really? Rory. Nice. Hello to you, mate. This is the Bonfire live chat. We are having a lovely. We're just getting drunk and talking bollocks. Thank you ever so much for Primal Colin, who has sent me £4.99. Sir, you are a gentleman and a scholar. I don't even know what that means. I've just heard people say it as if I'm up for up at Bonfire Live at the moment. I feel really gutted for all the people that are on YouTube and they're searching for Bonfire Night Live and they're like, oh, I'd really love to just see. I'm really missing Bonfire Night. I just want crackling and the beauty. I hope somebody's live streaming a bonfire. And there's me talking fucking bullshit about how shit Bonfire Night is. Sorry to let you down, guys. Hello to Gabriel Diaz. Hello, Gabriel Diaz. Make sure that you click subscribe, by the way. Rory and Gabriel Diaz, welcome to the army of bullshit chatters. We're going to be doing this every evening. We're going to be talking absolute fucking bullshit and seeing who is brave enough to join in. And thank you to everybody that has joined in, everybody that's been chatting, everybody that's been introducing themselves, everybody that's watched so far, the legends of Sean and Colin that have donated some dollar. Hossin says the only reason I found you is because I searched Bonfire Night Live. Holy shit, have I fucking accidentally hacked the internet and fucking got on Bonfire Night Live? Should we see? Right, I'm going to go on YouTube on a on a private browser so that it doesn't register that it's me. Let's have a look for Bonfire Night Live. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it's literally, I'm the third one. That's amazing, fam. Fam. Who do I think I am? I'm 32. Why am I saying fam? That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. I'm the third one up. This is great, man. Oh, God. I'm just loving the idea that there's going to be people who are being like, oh, I can't wait to watch the bonfire. And they just see my shit bearded face getting drunk and they realize what a fucking mistake that they've made. Oh, mate. Alex Martini, comedian, great comedian, Alex Martini, also Italian. Don't know what that has to do with things, but I'm just saying it. Hello, Bearded Beauty. Enjoy a craft beer on me. Thank you ever so much, Alex. You are an absolute gentleman. Thank you for that. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I have got myself another beer. I was going to call this at an hour, but fuck it. Let's see where this bad boy plays out. Let's crack open another beer. Let's fucking do this shit, fam. Okay, cool. So Graham is saying everybody subscribe to Freddie's channel. Yes, my friend. When we make an army, I'm going to make you the general, Graham. Thank you. Let's see. Rory has said, well, we've done it in the garden. The missus is out, so I'm sat off with yous for a bit. Oh, I'm hoping that you're talking about. I'm hoping that you're talking about the bonfire there. Rory, how was your bonfire night? We all have decided, on behalf of the country, we have decided that bonfire night is shit and overrated. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Bonfire toffee tastes of spicy pebbles. It's fucking shit. Fireworks as well are largely bollocks. Unless you're a professional, they look great. If you're an average person, they're expensive and they just look like balls. Hossin says, I really don't regret clicking on your live stream and I'll keep watching, mate. And two little love hearts. Who is this guy? Oh, bless his heart. Give us a sub, Hossin, you little legend. What's with calling me Sean and everyone else fam from Berta Hipster in 0.2 seconds? I don't know why I'm going with fam at the moment because I'll tell you what, I'm not really young and cool enough to pull off calling people fam without it looking like the most borderline fucking cultural appropriation ever. I should probably just stop with the fam bollocks, to be honest with you, shouldn't I? Rich Sloman says, in this army, when will we have actual weapons or will we be using confiscated fireworks? Oh man, yeah. Our first port of call is we are going to take over the Principality of Wigan with Catherine wheels and bottle rockets. That's what, in the most fabulous war that there's ever been. £100 in half an hour on fireworks, fam, but well worth it. It keeps the kids happy in shit times, says Rory. I mean, what you could also do is you could give me £100 on a super chat, Rory. Keep me happy in even shit times. No, it's all right. Kids love it, don't they? And I think that if you've got kids aged between 6 and 10, I think they fucking really go for Bonfire Night. Any less than that, they're too young. Any older than that, they're like, oh, fuck this. I'd rather be out with my mates. Let's see. Gabriel Diaz says V for Vendetta thing. Haha. Oh my God. V for Vendetta is a underrated film. It is, isn't it? V for Vendetta is one of those films that did not get enough at the time and should have got fucking way more. It's a fantastic film. Nothing to do with Bonfire Night. And so you imagine the poor people clicking on this, oh, Bonfire Night live, and you're watching me reviewing a film that's 20 years old. Serrano Comedy says, apparently there's a guy selling sparklers for £5 in the men's toilet in Spoons near mine. That is amazing. That's amazing on so many levels. For a start, a £5 for a sparkler is a ridiculously high price. There should be £1 each maximum. Secondly, who the fuck thinks that a Weatherspoons toilet is the best place to sell sparklers? Where's that come from? Unless it's like, you know, unless it's like, you know, sometimes in nightclubs they get like the black guy that serves perfume. It's like, hey mate, you want a spray for the Armani? No spray, no lay. Unless he's no sparkle Meghan Markle. Oh, fucking hell. Let's have a look here. He says, Hossin says, where are you from? I'm from Liverpool. I am from Preston originally, but now I live sort of in Burscough and Ormskirk, which is about 45 minutes away from Liverpool. But I perform in Liverpool at Hot Water Comedy Club literally all the time. In fact, Hossin, if you go onto my channel, you will see a comedy special that I filmed and is on Amazon Prime that was filmed at Hot Water Comedy Club. It was one of the first, in fact, it was the first special filmed at Hot Water Comedy Club. And you can watch it for free. It's called Quite the Catch, and it is on my YouTube page. So if you like this and you like Hot Water Comedy Club and Liverpool and shit, then go and watch it. I love Liverpool. It's one of my favourite places in the world to perform comedy. Colin says you need to write a constitution. I fucking do. I don't know enough about US politics to write a constitution. I don't even know why they haven't just announced a winner yet. So I think a constitution is a little bit much for me. Graham says trying to avoid Wigan being from Chorley. That is a very fucking wise decision, my friend. That is a very wise decision indeed. Over in Wigan, they treat fucking STDs like Pokemon. Do you know? Gotta catch them all. Equilibrium was a much better movie, says Rory. I've never seen Equilibrium, but I would definitely watch it if it's on the same level as V for Vendetta. Sean has sent $1.99. Sean, you absolute darling. This erection that I've got, Sean, is solely your making. Bless your heart for sending me something. That's very kind of you. Mike C says, only in this country do we celebrate someone trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament. I know, it's mad, isn't it? I always think like with stuff like that is like, we were talking about this earlier, like they're probably celebrating the fact that the plot was foiled. But for my whole life, I've just assumed that they were celebrating the fact that Guy Fawkes tried to blow the place up. I always thought that it wasn't like, woohoo, the government caught them. I always thought that it was like, good on Guy Fawkes for realising his dream of trying to blow up those fucking cunts in Parliament. Even when we put the fucking guy on the bonfire, I never was like, oh, that's him getting his just desserts. I was always thought it was like a celebration for him until tonight. Serrano Comedy says he was doing it yesterday. We're talking about the sparkle in the toilet guy, and I very, very nearly bought one, but I'm skint. Gee, that's why you're skint, because you're spending a fiver on fucking toilet sparklers. Primal Collie says sparkling glory hole. That would be the worst kind of glory hole. I mean, as far as glory holes go, if a little sparkler popped through, you'd be like, I'm not putting my dick through that. Graham Hargreaves says toilets in Wetherspoons are always upstairs on the roof. Oh my God, yeah. Every toilet in Wetherspoons, and I don't know what this is, but every toilet in a Wetherspoons is like fucking, oh, you want the toilets? Yeah, it's 3.5 miles away in an underground bunker that is only accessible by potholing. You are going to need this abseiling kit to get there. It's like, holy shit, man, what is going on? Let's quickly go through some of these. Alex Martini, comedian, says, I watched again V for Vendetta last night with a wife and a massive similar. Best choice for lockdown ever. Oh, I imagine V for Vendetta is a lockdown film if ever there was one. Gabriel Diaz says, sure, I think that he's laughing with regards to signing up. Hopefully he's hoping to subscribe so we'll get more notifications about these amazing chats. And hello to everybody that was expecting to see Bonfire Night live, because I am absolutely accidentally trending for that fucking keyword. Subscribe and you'll see more of these from me. I've got shitloads of stand-up on there as well. And you can send me a super chat like Sean has been doing, like Colin's done, like Sean's done so many times that I'm just sort of like, I'm living off it now. I'm a sugar baby. I've got, what are they called? What are the opposites of sugar daddy? Sugar mamas? I've got a sugar mama. One down, one more to go. Hossin says he'll watch straight after this. Good on you, Hossin. Rory says, are you a comedian then, fam? I am a comedian. I am a professional stand-up comic. I have been doing it for 10 years, and that is including the 8 months that I haven't been allowed to do it due to COVID lockdown. However, what I have been doing is getting loads of stuff filmed. So there are loads of outdoor gigs that I have done that have been filmed in random, weird and wonderful places, and you can check it all out for free on my YouTube channel. All I ask is that if you enjoy it, click like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. Also, we're going to be doing these live things every single day during lockdown, hopefully, providing that I don't get too bored or life doesn't come in the way. Let's see. Colin says, I made Bad Boy, guys. I don't know what that means anymore. We should all retrain as paramaniacs and finish Guy Fawkes' job. How did Guy Fawkes get caught? What exactly fucking happened there? You'd think that if he was going to blow up lockdown, if he was going to blow up Parliament, you think he just, if he went through all the effort of putting all this fucking shit together, all these explosives together, surely you'd just put a lock on the door. And then once you heard people trying to get in, you'd be like, oh, they've caught me. And then you'd blow everything up. I don't know. That just seems like an obvious thing that I would have done. Mike C says, not sure how I feel about a man in the toilet asking if I want to play with his rocket. Aroused, Mike. That's how you should feel. Massively, massively aroused. Sean says, Freddie, you having to work now, not keeping up with the chat. Yeah, so here's the thing is I'm almost at the point of having to work. Look, if I can go back in if I can go back into like comedy in December and get my December run in, I'll be absolutely fine. If not, then man might well be fucked. And we just don't know. Let's see. Tomorrow, Sean says, please don't start until after Deliso Shapona finishes his Golden Buzzer interviews. Golden Buzzer. Rory says, good night. Good night, Rory. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure that you are going to subscribe. Let's see. So apparently people in Parliament said they're on his side and grassed him up. He got ratted out. Still, you'd lock the fucking door, wouldn't you? You'd lock the door and then there'd be people like, let me in. And you'd be like, well, that wasn't part of the plan at any point. Why do you want to come in, Dave? There were no Daves in the 1600s. Were there? What names were there in the 1600s? I don't know. Wimpold. Why do you want to come in, Wimpold? Oh, I just want to check that the fireworks are dry. No, you fucking don't. You want to grass me up, you rat. I'm setting everything off. Boom. I'm just saying, lock the door. If you're going to blow up Parliament, lock the fucking door. You know, it just seems basic to me. Just get a cheap little lock, little fucking... I don't know, man. It was a different time back then, wasn't it? I think I'm going to get going now because things are starting to chill out a little bit. I hope you've all enjoyed this fucking razzmatazz of whatever it is. And thank you ever so much to everybody that's watched and commented. Special shout outs to Colin and indeed the wonderful Sean, who have both donated with super chats, and Alex Martini as well. Thank you to all the super chats. Thank you to everybody that's liked and subscribed. We're going to do another one at 8 o'clock tomorrow. It is either going to be whether or not Biden and Trump and who's won and what the fuck's going on there, and we can all discuss how little we know about American politics together, or it's going to be about my corona test results, depending on whether or not I have got my results back. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.